Mr. Clerk, I move for the adoption of the following rules: 10, 11, 12, 24, 25, 29, 30, 39, 44, and 49, in order to accommodate the election of the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, and for presiding at this OECS Assembly meeting.
Honourable members, the motion before this Assembly is that the provisions of 10, 11, 12, 24, 25, 29, 30, 39, 44, and 49 be adopted in order to accommodate the election of the Speaker, Deputy Speaker, and for presiding at this OECS Assembly. I now put the question. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those of a contrary opinion say no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it. The election of the Speaker and Deputy Speaker.
Mr. Clerk, honourable members, I beg to propose on the rule of procedure 10.2 that Ms. Renee Baptiste, LLB, LEC, CMG of St. Vincent and the Grenadines do take the chair of the OECS Assembly.
Mr. Clerk, sir, I rise to second that motion.
There being no further nominee, this Assembly has declared that the Honourable Renee Baptiste of St. Vincent be the Speaker of the OECS Assembly.
After that, we have the Reverend Canon Bernard Hodge. We have the adoption of selected rules of procedure of the OECS Assembly, and we also have the election of the Speaker. Again, Mr. Cato, when will we have the election of the Deputy Speaker?
That will take place in a couple of minutes, but we have just seen the first action. We've seen the first legislative action on the part of the OECS Assembly, the first action in starting its work, which was the adoption of the rules of procedure to facilitate the appointment, the election of the Speaker, and secondly, the election of the Speaker. This really marks that the OECS Assembly has come into being. Really important.
Now, what do you know about the gentleman who the election of the Speaker? What do you know about him?
Well, she's a lady, actually.
It's a lady?
It's a lady.
Okay, I didn't hear the name.
Yes, Renee Baptiste.
From St. Vincent?
From St. Vincent in the Grenadines. In fact, a contemporary of mine.
Okay.
Renee has served St. Vincent and the Grenadines very well. She was a minister in the government of Dr. Ralph Gonsalves for 2 terms. She handled various portfolios. She handled education. She handled, not education, she handled tourism. She handled culture, among others, and she handled it very well. She's a very well-known, almost people see her almost as a bubble of fun. Very, very likely, very, very loving, very, very enduring and endearing.
I noticed that the Sergeant of Arms have just taken the mace from out of the...
Yes, it was agreed that just to give the symbolic cover, the symbolic notion to that we are in fact in an assembly, in a parliament, that the mace would be used.
Here she comes, led by the Sergeant of Arms.
Honorable Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Honorable Baldwin Spencer, Honorable Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Ralph Gonsalves, Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Chairman of the OECS Authority, all other members of Parliament of the OECS, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It would appear from this historic times that this is a season for the Caribbean. Many of us have been looking at the Olympic Games, and all we're looking for is the Caribbean. Today, we in the OECS have certainly made history. Our assembly has duly opened. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all those who supported my election here today as the Honourable Speaker of this August Assembly. I pledge to do my best. I pledge to be the servant in this Assembly. I'm asking for the cooperation and support of all honourable members. It is a serious place. We have serious work to do. These are serious times. And time is of the essence. It is no longer waiting for us. This is our occasion to write our own history with our own hands in our own words. Therefore, let the business of the Assembly begin. Election of the Deputy Speaker.
Madam Speaker, as I am the first to rise after your election, may I congratulate you on behalf of my colleagues and on behalf of the people of the Eastern Caribbean region. While I'm on my feet, Madam Speaker, may I, under Part 3, Rule 10 of the Rules of Procedure of the OECS Assembly, propose that the Honourable His Excellency Walford Guns of St. Kitts and Nevis, of course, be the Deputy Speaker of this Assembly. May it please you, Madam Speaker.
Seconder.
Madam Speaker, I beg to second the motion.
There being no other proposal for Deputy Speaker, I now declare the Honourable Walford Gubbins Deputy Speaker of the OECS Assembly.